Orleans Saints. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Let's set it tall, fellas. Let's set it tall. Watch the safety creep.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. I got it. Check that. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it out, turn it out. Check 26, check 26.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's top right there.
2nd and 6. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
49. Mike, 49. Come to my work.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Back to throw. King. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. A gain of 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
4th down and less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check your hot read. Check 13. Check 13.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now a give running right is Love. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. And Lutz's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Rap. 47 mark. 18. Whip.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got Burton here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Check 56. Watch the run.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Trubisky to throw. And his pass incomplete.
Trubisky's pass incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 6 yards.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Check.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Looking to throw. King. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
We got 3. We got 3. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll try the left side. It's Gibson, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try to run forward with Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. Now Trubisky slings this deep from McLaurin, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the field. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it'll be second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Trubisky will throw. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Exit. 33. Coming to you. Hey, check right 33.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
King now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Undercrunch. Switch.
To throw is King on 1st and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Short. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Set, go. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. Here we go.
King throwing on first down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Switch, switch, switch. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Double up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 43.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Check 4. Hey, bomb. Hey.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, pick your...
2nd and 4. Open man is Higgins. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
At the Bears' 39-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Joker, 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 Joker. Cut up.
Now King, off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
Double dog, that's the way.
Here's King, throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Check 31. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check safety, squeeze. Watch it.
Going to give it to Love. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Punching it in from a yard away. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Oh, can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Come on, fellas.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Gibson. And he's got some space here. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Check. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Watch the edge. Slam, slam, slam. Shut up.
On 1st down, here's Love. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
It's easy work and it's coming.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got him. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. This is brought in by Gibson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. That's it. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Danny.
Operating from the gun, King. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what did they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They try again with Cohen. And some room to maneuver. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Now the man from nearby Baton Rouge, it's the LSU star Darius Geis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Trubisky to throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job, buddy. Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st down, King. It's Hill, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants a football in his hands. He's had a good day.
Ready. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Watch the run. Check 3. Check 3. Wide. Well done. Watch the safety creep.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
On the set. Mike's 49. Neil. Twist. Check. Check 37.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
King now, throwing on 3rd and long. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Under 10. 10.
Now a give, right side. It's Love. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and now it's 2nd down. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man, because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
Back to throw. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
1st down, Bears.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
He's back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Come on, let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
You got tight. You got tight. Go. Hatchet.
Running to start the drive is Love. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And he'll give it here to his running back. And an alley to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. So they stay alive.